Well, what is this? What are you? Oh, no, 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 I get it, I get it. Oh, okay, so Rory must be, my friend must be friend backward. Music is a lot louder than me. How about now? Yep. Hello. I'm talking low? What how is it now? Is it better? Jeez. Okay, well, let's just keep trying then. Wow. This good? Am I loud enough for you? Add more gain. Hello? Hello? Test, test. Hello? Am I gaining? I can't put myself any louder. Okay, let me put more gain. That's how that goes, right? Gain makes it go louder. Oh, I think I just put myself really loud. Hello, hello. This is better. This is the loudest I can put myself. Hello. That's too noisy. Hello. Still too noisy. Think that is this good? What is good? I don't know what's good. Tell me what's good. Is this fine? Is this is perfect? 12 is perfect? Okay. That's really sad that I can't put myself on 6.9 anymore. You think? And how about the music? Is the music good enough? How's the music? Music is good too. And how are you? Are you good too? Up. Oh. Stop looking up. Fine. Look. There you go. Good job, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for working. You're good too? You think? Or are you sure? Huh? What is this? Door. Wow, thanks. Thanks, mister. Good job. There's a door. Door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. Then why... Not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. Just like before when we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arachnid at Jabberwock Island. But where is this? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Mic test! Mic test! 校内放送！校内放送！大丈夫、聞こえてるよね？では。お前ら、希望が峰学園にようこそ。これから卒業試験についての説明を行いますので、至急体育館までお集まりください。
Weird man. Huh? Did he just say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely just said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy," but why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And it's not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Hey, we're playing the first game again. That's... Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. This creepy place, the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium. Then I'll go and I'll definitely clear things up. Yes, it won't make things more confusing. Oh, what the ew! Ew, what the fuck? I wish I did not see that. I don't think that's how that works. Well, it worked. That was how it worked for her. Alright, I'm going inside. Oh my god, really right after that? Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously... I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium. Yo, Hajime! You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right? Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something. That cannot be possible. You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy? Ooh. Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you this, guys. Told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy. There's no way in hell that's true. Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? Left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that deserved to be ruined for. Anyway, well, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Host Peak Academy and you don't even feel surprised or nostalgic. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone. Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take it, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and... It means I made this Hope Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between? What do you mean made? Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment. You're planning to make us do something, aren't you? Nothing to be cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then, what is the graduation exam? Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out, there's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying, just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now. You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast? Meaning you guys are just extras until the guests of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? Have dispersed all the teaching material you need for your research throughout Host Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please, rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even after the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this. Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right? How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible. There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? Things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? But why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, if I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like that? Hajime, did something happen? Huh? Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all? As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means? Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? It's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
マジかよ。
So, if they're not World Ender, then we were really tricked by Monokuma.
ですが、
However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
こんちくしょう。
Even if they were allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Jackie said she could not betray the Future Foundation. If she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help.
うーん。
So what should we do?
クソが。
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
めんどくせえな。
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
たくよ。
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
おっしゃい。
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
つーか。
Yeah, we might be able to learn something. That's the end of the sentence. Wow. I was a bit dizzy. That's the end of the sentence, but the next sentence starts about Hope's Peak Academy. That's my brain is gone. It has a fucking period at the end of the sentence, and then they just go about Hope's Peak Academy. I'm like, excuse me? That's not how my brain works. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
おいこら。
Hey, can we go home? We can't go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island by any means. Alive. I forgot the word alive. You said hell? Yeah. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. Sacrifice so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave. We want to leave Jabberwock Island. We should already know that we'd have we'd never choose to stay on this island.
なあなあ。
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
うーん。
What are we even looking for? Do we have to just investigate this weird ass building?
でもよ。
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answer to all our questions inside this damn building. You're already going?
たくよ。
What's that idiot thinking of running ahead without being cautious?
ああ。
Obviously isn't thinking about anything.
ですが、
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where you must exchange each other's lives.
よし。
So we should be doing our very best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at the green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach the goal.
仕方ねえな。
Akane already took off on their own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
じゃあな。
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words, Yuhiko left the gymnasium.
失礼します。
I shall do my best and obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and then left the gymnasium.
あらまあ。
Miss Sonia,
ソニアさん。
Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry up and start too. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of terrifying, horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Ugh. There's nothing. Huh? That's weird. This is a hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This Monokuma's doing too? He's trying to confuse us again. I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. So persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way up. This will make me back down. Excuse me, I did not come up a staircase. Hello. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement. Is it just me? No. Oh, this is the morgue. Yeah, where they keep dead people. Yeah, I love this song too. Is this the dojo? It's full of strange things that makes me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Book. Huh? What's this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history. With history first, class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. And what's the first, you ask? It depends on the person. So, just as I thought, Monokuma made this, and that totally explains how suspicious it is. I really just want to ignore it, but there's no way I can do it. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. 1 second. Get a tissue. Blow my nose. Oh fuck, I keep throwing my microphone off because it's like not connected to the base because it's broken. So I have to prop it up with something and I keep knocking it off the thing I'm propping it up on. Gee, my brain cannot speak. As an introduction to Hope Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. He is cutesy. Find more of this character. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Peak Academy. Hope Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, which scouts for students, the reserve department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the reserve department. The expenses and exam fees for the reserve department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Peak Academy managed to amass a sizable funds and began further research of talent. Create Hope Peak Academy, Hope Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought of everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was a tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Hope Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that just suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened. Manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details. No, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something big. The reserve department. That department was only built to collect. I was one of those reserve corps students, right? That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh? Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? You should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you mean? What do you want me to say? Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide that fact. The fact that you were one of those reserve corps students. Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to become confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often, not that I know anything about that though. Were you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it. When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. But what the heck? What the heck, he? Walkers, they're just for show. I think we're fine here. I think that book was the only thing that we needed to get. Yep, it looks like the books are the only things we need to get. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, huh? Wasn't the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? Why Hope Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little bit more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the page to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mystery. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy occurred at Hope Peak Academy. Wow. Awesome. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope League Academy Student Council, among the Academy best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked fires of the Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how it had been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope League Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope League Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to a horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope League Academy. What irony for a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You totally forgot? Yeah. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. But he always has to lead up to something offensive. Seriously pisses me. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned something like that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? That's not possible. There's no way, I have no reason to do something like that. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope League Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse. Right? What kind of incident was it? And who is the other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. This one. Nope. Hello. Why does she look so cute as a baby? The bunny. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh. They're not just refrigerators. This is a morgue. Look. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. Biggest, most awful... Oh, come on. Stop! The incident in human history. Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about a creepily drawn character characters who gets involved, such as horrible... Oh my god, I can't read. An incident known as that one Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Jesus Christ. Reading is fun? No, it's not. Fuck that. Anyway, that's what I was gonna say. The beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Host Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps student that triggered the tragedy of Host Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to a dangerous extreme. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet. It began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. I don't know what the fuck that word is. The strong butchered the weak. I butchered every sentence. The weak killed the weakest among them. Soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized, senseless death was the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would just watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. That is a great tragedy, you are correct. I can't read it. I should have titled this stream, Me Butchering Every Sentence. The video. The stream. Feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etat began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religions, or personal gain, just war, pure war. Because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope Speak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Speak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. Powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy. The biggest blah 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 event. Fuck that. Not reading that every time. As long as Ultimate Despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. Tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The event is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them? Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? What the fuck? An high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what's with this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not even remember that. Such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them for stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has completely been removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
文字文字
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. Gee, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what you want. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps, definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hotsui Academy into its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and tragedy of Hotsui Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm gonna get out of here. Was close and nearly froze to death. Also, you probably noticed, but I started to rephrase some sentences in my own words. Because their sentences are way too long. I can't keep doing this. My brain, my throat, my everything's gone. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him.
たくよ
When I went inside this room, the bastard bear was suddenly here. He was glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
あ
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't wanna do that either. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here? I love this guy. Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Hehehe, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? Should have done that from the beginning. I don't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what do you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information that you've been waiting so long for.
なんと
Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair. Huh?
と
Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days,
実は
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl? Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko
あ
Enoshima.
のね
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
ふざけんな
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
まったくもう
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange
あ
about
の
it.
ね
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
ふぅ
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. Why can I read what he says better than any book? Jesus Christ. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
あ
Threat? Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
あのね
I am Monokuma. Yeah. It was Junko Enoshima's despair. For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her everything is despair. What the hell? With their overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. He controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, ultimate despairs had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something as crazy as that is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Host Peak Academy? Final days? Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean by final days? What happened to the Reserve Department? They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,375 students of the Reserve Corps Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide? A whole 2,300, 5 whatever, I can't. 57, what I mean. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is already dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see it? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in a Bloody Classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. Oh, what was that about? What was that you said about the Killing School Life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were apparently killings that happened at Host Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who had survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead. It turns out that the Killing School Life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Thank you for shortening it. Yuhiko, I love you. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's the limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as the Symbols of Hope. By forcing people to watch these Symbols of Hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap. After being overcome by despair she created. She took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then who is her enemy? Junko Enoshima is already dead, then... Oops. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved in resemble that killing school life. We're involved in. Okay, I can't read. You're gonna hate me for reading like a lady. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation. Vital. If the students from Hope Speak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'd lose to someone fake. But if this is really an imitation, are there surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island. They're broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Yes. Yes, they are. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it. Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to tearing my character out. Making no sense. Now then, I shall give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Can I leave? Am I allowed to leave? Is there anything else I need to do? Oh, I can leave. Okay. I changed to a different hallway again. So sudden, what's going on to make something like this happen? Yeah. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like it's some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in the music room? And it's not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, a short passage engraved. Combat the biggest, most awful, most something, please. Are among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! Thank you for a small text. What is this? Words are floating in the air. It's like a hologram, right? Floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible that they may be targeted by the Ultimate Despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can do that, go that far without Junko Enoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to it. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. The preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Host Week Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Jackie, who was part of the Future Foundation. We're definitely 15. What does survivors mean? Like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might have been better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Yeah, please. Oh my god. Stop, I've already read the email. He was just saying things that didn't matter at all. Don't worry about it. If you wanted to read that, I'm sorry, but it was so useless. I wanted to skip it because my throat is hurting. Feels different from a classroom. Probably the office room. I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. Office. Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Yeah.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Just give it up already. Yeah, he really was. That's all he does, all the time. There's something written in the blackboard. Written here. Lists of subjects. Written on the blackboard in a large letter just below that. Are the names of names I've seen before. Well... go here first. You're gonna be like, what? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayonji. Can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew... She was much smaller and looked more childlike. Pretty much her defining feature. Are you just doing that because I told you you'd go eh? The photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
What?
Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Sayonji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? This is the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But, did you hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything. He doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sayonji's family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance. That's Hiyoko. Huh. What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Oh, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair. It's the truth. You're really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. And how could there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Could be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? If it says subjects, maybe it means that there was some kind of experiment, right? That experiment changed up Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Saying it out loud makes it sound so messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects. I mean, our names were also written on the blackboard and are that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it? What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Host Peak Academy founder Izuru Kamukura. The founder of Host Peak Academy and this name, Izuru Kamukura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? That's another mystery. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. If the event is as terrible as it sounds, it pretty much is all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage. I forgot how long this took. You might not be able to finish it. That's why I put the end question mark. The next time I can put the end quote, like, period, because Minecraft achievement. Good thing that the map shows the rooms as white. These are the only ones I can go in. They could have also been a different color. I'm not racist. It could have... I mean... It's a file filled with... Wait, with Host Peak Academy seal on it. Jesus Christ, my brain. It says confidential, that means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. Many years, Host Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since the foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and circuit orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of that meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. Yeah. I get it. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we successfully acquired all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It has been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they have survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we have determined that they are all the same age as the others. We have decided to entrust them to saviors of the Killing School life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter. We have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? And why was this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up. My, Hajime, if you keep gonna worry like that, you're gonna get a toothache and toothache and collapse. Jesus. What is this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails, though they made I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. Can you even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess so many talents. Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. Spirit entity should connect everything. We good? Yes. Yeah! I love this part. This song is so good! Sorry. I'm just too happy with this song. I'm gonna turn it down again. I love this song so much, it's so good. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Literally right there. Really easy. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that there's another clue. To Future Foundation's 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing right now? Okay, I need to put another voice on. What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Wait, is it to Naegi? Yeah, never mind, it's to Naegi. It should be abundantly clear that you know how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived in. Cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? Email just suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. Email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. He's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Foundation? Is that all in this room? Yes. Sad. Oh, there's another room. Go! I love this song. My jam. Oh. Okay. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Lamp, what do you mean with you love this? You mean the song as well? Because I love it, it's great. Looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World program. This world, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Yeah, the song is great. I love it. Like with therapeutic communication stimulator. Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, whatever, and the ultimate therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program, imagine that, bringing Koinoshima back to life, allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of this virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world program. Feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, all disappearing until all I feel is there. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists. You gotta raise the flags in order to clear my character out. Now then, this pair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Including me too. This bear is a big joke? What do you mean? Don't be confusing. Well, it is. In this game, well, in this world, actually, I suppose. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. Don't really see a resemblance, but... The fuck? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking fake medicine that you believe is real. The nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all bodily functions, the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? I don't know why I thought he would say something useful. Oh yes! Awesome. You're gonna love this part. There's no way something this big would be floating like this, but what in the world is it? The moment I looked at the object. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? Oh, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. And talk? But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the Master's program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing the world. However, only the Observer has authority to directly influence you guys. Yeah, you forgot, I know. I don't know why people say trans, because he isn't. He wanted to become manly, right? As a guy, he is not trans, he literally wanted to become a man. But he was hiding behind the facade, because people thought he was too girly. So, people say he's trans, I don't know. I don't know that. I can't actually exert much influence, in fact. My existence is the one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I might oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything it's supposed to be managing. Because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. But hold on, my brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. That feeling from earlier again. Floating. My feet are hovering above the floor, sure. Like I can't feel my feet on the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? Neo World program has a data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data was be collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. And that's why the previous Jabberwock Island's cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I have to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. A certain portion of it certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this place is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, those circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply overseer of the Neo World program. Most of us understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. No way for me to acknowledge it. It would make so much more sense if it was fictional. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you... What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program only serves one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. The fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With this installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained into the virtual world. Moving memories of any time period you set it to. So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memory. But why? Why us? Why are our school memories taken away? Is there a reason for this? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope Speak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very, very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what is happening on the outside world, so sorry. You saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. They're trying to save the world, right? That's the Future Foundation, not our ally. I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like that. And more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given authority to influence you all. The But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. Because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It has changed the world where violence shouldn't have existed. It changed the world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. Just like the outside world, it has become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but the function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities, which contained my authority to build the world. It was like a grandmaster chess player. It was like me being hacked. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world would have been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation... I can tell by just... Which means the supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses Alter Ego? If so, does the virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? What the heck? But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible that it was infected through a network. Fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought in an external memory drive containing the virus into the faculty, and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. Brought to the Future Foundation. The only person who could do that, enter the facility, is someone who was a member of that foundation. What am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is true? Why am I assuming that everything fine? Fuck. I'm almost level 99. I get an achievement. But it's true that the virus is very powerful and I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential area, though it has a limit too. If I took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. Gonna say something more, I see. Oh. Suppose you exist between life and death. Death of yourself is inevitable. So, it can be parallel to the defluctuation. Oh my god, fucking stop. No. Let's go! Monokuma is salty. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? My voice from this. I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished, that space. Video feedback has been pretty distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch it. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch it? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. That world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept the outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to talk to you directly. Clamp, do you know who this is? If this means that it's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. Looks like this guy can't even hear or see. Who is this guy? Your ally? Then tell me who it is. Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. First, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. Our responsibility for realizing it until it was too late. But if it's not just the virus either, I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? It is! It is super obviously Makoto. I just really wanted you to tell me because it makes me excited seeing him. What do you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam grant, right? You know? Leon, that's the number we found at the museum. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished all the gathering all the host fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Oh, like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that password in a place where the teacher would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. That person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam as waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat. That mean he has a secret plan to defeat? In a worst case scenario where an observer has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It is the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose. On your independently of the observer. Which means that even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Yeah. Yeah, Lamp. That is very true. But, basically, we need more than half the amount of people. I'm gonna just tell you this, I don't think that makes any difference. We need more than half the people, but because we are only 6 people now, instead of the full 16, we are fucked. So, that's why he was putting us into the graduation exam only after we killed so many people. What was that just now? Hey Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see. Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. That no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff. I'm gonna butt in again. Monokuma not notice what just happened. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but... Same actually, my throat is dying. It was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. God, if Monokuma. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. He's getting solved. I'm finally getting to see. But what are we supposed to do when the truth is real? We know we're working towards a conclusion nobody wants to hear, but still, we really need to work that hard and do our best. There's really a reason to do our best. Everything was a lie. Isn't everything just mean? Same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? The world is flipped over and becomes so irrational. What am I supposed to do? Let's go! You still have time, right?
僕もお待ちかねのお前ら希望が見ねうん
Let's go! He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in there? If I do that, will this be finished? Can't look to the side. Whoa, this is trippy. Huh? This place. Looks like everyone's here. It seems that this is going to be the final place.
ですが
However, this place is... This a trial field? But why?
の
You've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place at the door at the ancient ruin lease.
つうかよ
Seems pretty strange that we've been at the other building, but
クソが
like we're dreaming or something. Dream. This too is very... Oh, you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first one to ever beat this game. After stopping by Host Week Academy, you'll finally come back to this place. It's the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's gonna be different from a trial ground from before. Trial field is actually inspired the one from before, so in a way this place is the original.
おいおい
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Of course, that's for you guys to decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
では
Please take a seat and look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time. There are two options: graduate and repeat. You just have to choose one of them and press it. If all of you cast your vote, and all of you will cast your vote, and which has a majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
マリー
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as absence.
では
Then the result is based on the majority vote.
と
If the graduate is chosen by majority vote, from there an event that's kinda like the graduation ceremony is called the graduation program will begin. Oh my god.
ダメ
No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current?
うっせうっせ
Shut up, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press.
おやおや
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know? What does that mean? Wouldn't end with just a majority
そうい
vote?
うこと
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So, even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate until you acknowledge it?
いや
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
だな
But you don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge graduations. This is merely a formality, I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. There's a limit.
とにかく
Anyway, if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you can cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. But we even have to go through something so dumb.
と
Well, that is. You said you were waiting for the main cast, right?
うん
Hmm? Means you're just stalling for time then. So who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. There's nothing to do with you guys.
そんな
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
うざい
It
な
doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
ムカつくな。
What's with that chump comment?
うん
Ah, it's not important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
うるさね。
ほらお
I
い
did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Yes. Yes. Let's go! Okay, 1 second, I need to go to the bathroom. Here be. Looked like I was entering a boss fight because of the dialogue? Shit. It didn't. That wasn't a pun. Still on the hardest one. Let's go! Let's go!
外の世界を知って
お
ほしいと言っておきつつ、この話題から始めるのもどうかと思いますが、まずはお前らがいるこの世界の正体を聞いておきましょうか。
は
Thank you.
この世界の正体 なんだよそのふわっ
Oh,
とした
my
質問
throat
は
can rest now. I completely forgot what I look like. I mean, the character. If I answer this, it will be the truth. But wait, that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave that unanswered. Oh, awesome. Need to do a wait. God damn it. No, fuck you.
この世界は俺たちがいるこのジャバウォック島は
実際のジャバウォーク島をモチーフにして作られたプログラムの世界なのでした。
おい
だからね、ここは現実の世界じゃなくて言うなればゲームの中の世界なんだよ。わかったか？こんなものはただのゲームでしかないんだよ。
マジで言ってんのか？
How did you not notice?
なめてんじゃねえぞ。そんな妄想話を聞かせるために俺らを集めたのか。
これがゲームなら俺のこのセリフがテキストウィンドウに表示されてたりすんのか。アホ言ってんじゃねえよ。そんなわけねえだろ。
ええ、確かに夢落ちレベルのひどい絶望かもしれませんが、それがどうした？すべての謎や伏線はこの一言で見事に回収されてしまうんだ。ゲームだから。
じゃあ俺らが殺し合いをさせられてたのは
ゲームだから。
ジャバウォック島でめちゃくちゃなことばっか起きてたのは
ゲームだから。
島に俺ら以外の人間がいなかったのは
ゲームだから。
モノクマさんが意味不明な能力を使えていた
Are you serious right now? You said you had time. Hello? Roommate is leaving. He is the only care between us. Only care? Car. Okay, fine, but hey, you cut it off at an even more dense spot. Okay, we can stop here, but that is all all your fault if you don't we make great progress, yes, but it's all your fault if you get really nervous and really want to know more about the story. I can't be streaming at midnight. I mean, I can, but not much later. So all up to you. Perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with leaving it for a moment. Let's save again, just in case. We are, and that's the whole thing. That's why it's kinda nerve-wracking to just end here for no reason because you're stupid. Oh wait, I should just check my phone, right? Who's live? Oh shit, that's noisy. Stop. Yusa. Go to Twitch. Right? You know what? I won't raid for today. Let's just end the stream. It's just one person and I can't really... You know, actually I can raid. Never mind. Let me do one thing. Just do /aid Europa 64. And I'll just explain to her that I couldn't really join the raid myself because my computer is doing a little stupid shit thing right now. But yeah. No problem. Just make sure to tell me when the next time is that you can do things. Have fun raiding Europa and have fun shopping, I suppose. Yeah. Goodbye.